Okay, so we will just continue with the read because I checked with the pendulum to ask whether I still need to continue with this read. She says yes, there's still more information which needs to be gathered and spoken about. As you saw, the time is about 6:30 in the evening, 18:23 in the clock, Saturday, 5th of April 2025. Right? So we will go ahead and do the read. Straight off come to this only and do carry on from here. Wilson worked for Akil Gupta's father, Subhash Gupta. What grain they robbed, I have no idea. You'll have to figure it out on your own. I also want to put down one more piece of information of the camera. I asked the pendulum whether Sunil Shilpa, Anil Rao, and Arti Arta Nanthur, whether they ever shape shifted in United Breweries. I got a yes for Umesh Hingorani. Between Sunil and Anil, they had shapeshifted as Umesh Hingorani. Shilpa and Aarti shapeshifted for Shambhav E and something to do with Koshi Aunty also. This is what the pendulum told me. I asked again if my cousin Umesh Hingorani is alive. It said no. I asked when Sunil Anil had shapeshifted in United Breweries, was Umesh alive somewhere else in the world or in the body? It said no, he was not in the body. He had already left his body, which means Shambhav E was already a widow, whether she knew it or not. I asked the pendulum whether Shambhav E ever worked as Katrina. The pendulum said no. I asked the pendulum whether Arta ever worked, in this film industry. I got a yes. Shapeshifting, standing in for some actresses. I got a yes for Arti Arta Nantur, but not for Shambhav E. I asked if Shambhav E is alive. I got a yes. As of today, still in the body, I got a yes. Okay, so I had to put this also on record. I also asked one more thing about Kailash Hingorani. I asked if Kailash Hingorani, Mrs. Ritu Malia, at UB City today is the real lady. I got a yes. As in the original, I got a yes. I asked if she genuinely doesn't remember things. I got a yes. I asked if she's pretending. I got a no. I asked if her cortex had been shut off and her removed to another place and then now brought back but with no memory. I got a yes. Okay, so these are things that I need to establish because that's what the pendulum was saying. So we have to establish what the pendulum did off camera. Now since she insists that I do more of this reading, I will do it. So I don't know what this is. Robin Gran or Granny Loss. Also, I watched a movie now, It's called what? Murder Mystery, in which Jennifer Aniston is, along with Adam Sandler. I feel both are, one is looking like Shalina, the other one is looking like one version of Shalina who I met in Bombay, and the other one is looking like cubs mixed with just cubs. It's shot in Spain, Malaga, and those Spanish areas. Just now I watched it, and again I lost my temper because something in that body language was reminding me of one version of Shalina. And I watched a lot of Jennifer Aniston, the Friends and all. I watched a lot of it. So, and I really do like Jennifer Aniston as an actress, as well as Adam Sandler. But here there was something, I don't know whether they were irritating me on purpose and so putting the ego of something on them, or that is genuinely a shapeshifter. Murder Mystery 1, Murder Mystery 2, the way it's been done is there is an Indian Maharaja also in it. So it's got an Indian twist to it. I just felt that was, and it's called what? Endgame, Mad something, Madeline or something like that. So I don't know, because these guys are very quick at grabbing assets of the original. I said it's like chain snatching in broad daylight. They're addicted to this more, I think, they considered winning. This keeps talking about winning. So they're addicted to the winning more than the money, I feel. And they're incorrigible because I don't think they believe they'll ever get caught. They're like rats. Sometimes with this ego, sometimes with that ego, and they're like always exchanging. And that's what they're doing. They're putting people off, going, messing around, then bringing them back. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. I don't know if there is a granny connected with Robin. Or is it SL? Or SL robbed the granny in India who was from the dog sign. But that can only be that can be my mom who's born in the year of the dog. Or then I think they should be looked at. Yeah, so it is INR. It's not a big deal. It's the same thing. He robbed the old lady. I don't know if we should understand this as, was the old lady shape-shifting for my mom? It comes down to merchant property being offered how much? 20 to 40 crores by who? The underworld. La Cozy was bought off in that manner. But the value of that property is 500 crores. So then only this kind of foul play can do it. SL I think can let me ask let me ask this pendulum. If I can just ask you a straightforward question. Has SL ever shapeshifted for Kiran Merchant, the DNA related son of Narottam Das Merchant and Niranjani Merchant? Sisters are Veena, Poonam, Naina Merchant, and older brother is Ravindra Merchant. Did SL ever shapeshift for Mr. Kiran Merchant, your second husband? Did he ever shapeshift for him? Was Mr. Kiran Merchant your second husband? When you married Mr. Kiran Merchant, was he fair skinned? Would he stand like a penguin, kind of? I mean, he's got his own strange standing or his own strange body language which makes him actually stand out. He's a very simple man. So, will you agree with me if I say that the real Kiran Merchant was a fair man, fair skinned person, and also he had his own peculiar way of standing and a niceness to him on the whole in his aura? So can we say that SL was the shapeshifter for Mr. Kiran Merchant, the original? Is SL actually got a leathery kind of a more darkish skin? Would you agree with it? Is SL as fair as Kiran uncle or Kiran Merchant, Mr. Kiran Merchant? Is SL as fair or clear skinned as the original Mr. Kiran Merchant? Am I okay to call the one with the leathery brown face, I would just say a darker skin face, he also speaks Marathi? Is it true SL speaks Marathi? Is it SL that spoke in Marathi? When we went to Swati and Som, suddenly in 2009-10 he spoke in Marathi and I was pretty surprised. Or 8, 9, 10 sometime he spoke in Marathi and I was very surprised. So, is it okay if I call him Kira? A replica of Kiran Merchant, but not Kiran Merchant. Can I actually then call him Keera? Keera? Is it okay? Now what I want to ask you is, Keera, who speaks in Marathi and also I think was watching some South Indian programs also, which I was again very surprised. Keera has gone to America to shapeshift for Mr. Donald Trump. Is it the same man? Did this man ever shapeshift for Vijay Mallya at any point in time? Is he in America to steal America's wealth? Is he the guy who said America will be finished suddenly in 2009-10? America is going to be finished. Did Kiran uncle, the real Kiran Merchant, ever have anything to do with America or India's political situation or war situation or any situation? The man you got legally married to, was he interested in any of these things? Were you ever interested in any of these things? If I can ask you, this replica of Kiran Merchant called Keera, who has an uneven skin and it is a brown skin, who you say is in America, is he connected with terrorism in any way? Would you say his connections are to terrorism and the underworld in some way? Did he know Binu Rao in some way? Did he create any problems for Binu Rao ever during his time of knowing her? Either her or her children, or then Aarti for that matter. Does he work through the domestic helps at people's homes to destabilize things within the homes? When the girl who left the job in my home, who is looking like the Kamwali Bai's granddaughter at some point in time, before she left from my home, just now when she was mentioned, someone played some lift bell from under my hands. So that is that maid who was working in my home, connected with the Marathi Kamwali Bai in Bombay. She brought two girls to my home, one Gautam E and one Pavitra or Pabitra. They mentioned uncle ko bola hai. One told the other something about uncle ko bola hai. Almost immediately my ears pricked up and I said, well, uncle only is Kiran uncle. People have called him uncle. So were they mentioning Kira in that case? Were they reporting to him indirectly about this house? My apartment? All this noise factor in my home over here is because of Kira from America and whatever loser class he has hired in Bombay. And then maybe done some hiring in Bangalore too. Has he put some hirees here in Purva Palm Beach through the maid who was working in my home? Do they need a check, a verification? Does this property need a verification from the CID? Along with the people living over here, has she recruited a whole lot of people in the society? Are they terrorism linked? Will you say they have connections with terrorism? That boy Syed who came to fit the Alti TV, was he connected to the watchman or then anything in marine lines in any way? Was he connected with the watchman in any way? Was he connected with marine lines and the Kamwali Bai at marine lines in any way? 2 buildings away from my home. So they all one nexus only. They know Kira. Kira knows him. Knows this girl also. He hires all of them with big promises to get some work done. Along with your replica. She's staying somewhere in India or she's left India. Is she in India as of now? You say they are Pakistani spies? You say they are ISI? Are they the main miscreants? If the ATS and the CID catches them, they'll get lots of information out of them. Am I part of this entire network? Do I know what it is that they're up to? Have they ever told me what they're up to? Have they ever given me an offer of any kind to hang around them or to help them in any way? Kira's next step is what? To destroy India? I hope this is like black and white and very clear what I'm saying. This is saying that the girl who was over here, Kira was watching through her. It's after I've returned from Bombay. He has latched onto this house. He's gotten rid of Madhav E. Reddy's husband. Then he has sent some shapeshifters from Bombay. Then they have started their PR communication with the other people who work in the society. All your STP problems are because of that only. All your viruses, they're terrorists. It's called bioterrorism. what is it called? Bioterrorism. They have been fooling around with this light bulb. I told you she was very happy when the light went off, but more than her, even the neighbor who's on rent, they were very happy because the light went off over here, but it went off in the entire society. Only this light didn't come up for half an hour. I study people. I know exactly every mouth twitch, every eyelid twitch, everything, breathing, everything we come to know. We've been very silent all our life. It gives us great time to observe everything. So if you don't want all this being burnt down, because they really don't care. So whether it is our electrical lines, whether it is the water, whether it is your children getting burnt when they are playing downstairs, or just being run over by a car, this is all that same group that this pendulum has been giving you answers on. It's your choice whether you want to take it or leave it. They will not leave anything. His plan is to destroy India the minute they finish with America. Veena doesn't realize it because Veena doesn't realize that. I don't understand how sisters don't recognize their own brother. Okay, so anyway, SL has robbed an old granny who was born in the year of the dog. Robbing the old granny, who do we say? You are the old granny. Old Charanya's granny is you. So over here when you say SL rob old granny, you are pointing towards yourself, Anita Merchant, talking through the pendulum, or are you talking about Mrs. Niranjani Merchant? Did SL rob Mrs. Niranjani Merchant, Kiran uncle's mother? SL robbed you, Mrs. Anita Merchant? Okay, so she's saying he robbed. But merchant household property was ever yours. Were you expecting anything from the merchant household property ever? So how did Mr. Merchant, then how did Kira steal from you? How did SL steal from you? I would like to know. What did you have that SL stole from you? Did you have some savings that he stole from you? Was it a very big amount? Was I aware of your big amount, Mama? Then that is foolishness on your part. Why didn't you ever tell me? Are you my real mother? of this birth? Did you ever share the information about whatever it is you had saved? Did you ever share that information with me? Anyway, your big amount, you had a considerable amount which was taken from you, money wise. Okay, so now nothing can be done about that, let it be. What, you had some insurance or something? It was some FD kind of stuff? Your FD was in India? You had a global FD also? You had any FD in a foreign bank account also? And mom, I don't think I ever knew you. Frankly telling you. So you're saying he ate your Indian FD and your foreign FD also? Okay, now what's gone is gone any which ways. I hope you're over it. Are you over it? Have you moved on from it? That's good. That's very good. Okay. Well, I think in this case of the FD, what is worse is she didn't tell me anything. So she had a lot of information she didn't share. This guy has gone and worked in something connected with swag. Do you want to make any reference? Do you want to make any reference to the word swag? Do you want to make any reference to the word swag? There is a version of SK that has a song, something to do with some swag. Except that he's very fair and he's got fluffy fat lips. So the point is, is there any connect with the situation? Anything you want to connect, you want to comment about? Can we move on? Are you trying to say that SL stole your peace of mind? Because we have the Swarg gun, which was robbed of the granny. Are you saying he stole your peace of mind? Is that what you're trying to say? That he stole Prashanti Nilayam, which is the name of your bungalow at Lonavala, Prashanti Nilayam as an ashram is absolutely pin drop silence and it is a quiet place. Are you saying Kira was responsible for all the carpentry sound, the loud guttural music that you used to complain about, all the guttural sounds that you used to say, oh, they are shouting like that, all the time you used to complain that, there is loud, this music, that music. So had he put mix in the house, or had he put something into your ears that the decibel goes up much higher than what it actually is? Did he do it on purpose to steal your peace, what you and Kiran uncle, when you first settled in Lonavala, your home used to be very peaceful. So are you saying that he stole your peace on purpose by plugging things around the house and maybe even your hearing? Is that why people imagine that you were imagining the decibel is too much? Was this all done on purpose by SL Kira to prove that there was something wrong with you? Is he responsible for anything that went wrong with Varsha's daughter called Sharanya? Is baby Sharanya DNA related to me by Masi and niece relationship? Is she in her human form in this lifetime still alive? Is she still in her human form? Does my DNA related Sharanya have a clone connected with SL's background, which is more localized, staying at Sharan? Have they grabbed Geeta Auntie's properties there too? Geeta Auntie and Mithu's properties? Are they DNA related by birth to, or even through in-laws? Are they DNA related to Geeta Hundalani? That lot? Are you saying that Geeta Auntie is involved in all of this? Is Geeta Hundalani Vatsala? Vatsala worked in our house for 5-6 years. She says swag is not what she's talking about. She's saying swarg jo hai, the flavor of Swarg was robbed by SL. He's the guy who's making all the fucking sounds in this home. My neighbors will wonder, unless he has hired them, one in Koshi's name, that means Gupta's name, and one in Kailash's name. Bachchi Raju is the owner, लेकिन Raju जो है वो कौन है? जमुना बाई जो एक काम वाली बाई थी. Bloody don't talk Jamna and don't talk shit. You come from a bloody domestic health background. Don't go putting it on your employers because you are domestic dogs and you are for very poor quality. Don't mix it because bloody Maharashtra government can't handle you people the way you people should be grown. Stealing, stinking Atmas. Absolutely useless. Fuck you, no Advait. अब तू नर्क जाओ, वहाँ पे तू अद्वैत रह के तुम्हारे जो आत्मिक कर्ज है, you as a bloody 40% of shits, the sewers of Sivri, तुम लोग वहाँ जाओ, you are stealing people's karma, people are doing the hard work of getting rewards by birth, you are going and fucking around with it. Who's grandpop?
का माल तुमको सोचता है तू उठा रहा है. How dare you? You have done this cheap behavior here in 1801 Purva Palm Beach. My papers were given to me 10 days later. When my registration year has happened, you have called me to Bombay for Mama's autoimmune. Mama has not been looked after the nurse the entire life, her entire night. You have been rude with her. Varsha has commented upon it. Then on the third day, we see some pretty better face sitting over there, and you're sitting and doing something to her chin. Kiran uncle was not such cheap material. You steal, and you are very bad quality. What you will do in America, I can't imagine to those grandchildren. You are ISI. This Bachi Raju, actually if you take the name Raju is a drunkard. Very poor quality from Lunarla. His mother used to squat on society grounds and have her daughter-in-law, new remarried daughter-in-law, Raju's wife, sleeping with all these auto rickshaw walas. Loud music in the middle of the bloody fucking society ground, open ground which echoes. So when we bought this apartment, these people have worked in homes like ours. It is they who have shape-shifted. And they have been supported for the vote bank. Either the politicians know it, if they don't know it, they bloody sort it out. This is not your bloody, you want to give your assets, you give your own assets. You want to do cross-pollination, give your own granddaughters, your own daughters, your own wives, your own mothers. Don't do it with other homes. That's what they've done. You got any shame? They're not spared Umesh Hingorani. Not spared Umesh Hingorani, not spared Pandi Kabir and Akhil Gupta. So she used to complain all the time. You go to Lonavala, go to Pune, find out how many complaints these people have put in. Well, my mom used to say, no, the decibel is too loud. Then they call the police from Lonavala, check the decibel. Then he will say, okay, I'm telling them to put it off. It crossed my mind that 1 minute, now we understand कि ये तो गाना नहीं चला रहा है हमारे कानों के अंदर. ये कैसे वो ओला कैब को बुला रहा है, वो नीचे बैठा है. You see somebody going out of these two houses and the lift bloody coming up and going, it's always talking some nonsense. They just have to look at my home and some nonsense goes off. No videos. You learn how to behave. First and foremost, which one of you people have called that guy to reset the router? तुमको क्या लगता है जोक है? You got any civil sense or no? You know how to behave or you don't know how to behave? Who has hired you? Are you hired by a Kiran merchant? He is not the original. He is connected with terrorism. He is ISI. Who are you working for? "24/7 on this bloody fan, you playing sounds. Hey, don't play sounds from under my body. You bloody bastards. Useless shits. Be careful. वो मेरा पापा नहीं है. Don't mix it. Don't go plugging people into decent houses and then say, Papa, गटर के पैदाइश को यहाँ वहाँ लगाए, शादी से कांडी करे, गटर रखे, गटर पैदाइश हमारे घर में सूरज बना के लेके आवे. You dare to use the word Papa? How dare you? Don't you dare! Hey, you ever want to talk anything, talk face to face. I wish the ATS and the Indian Army, whoever is left, cuts you to bits, hacks you to the very end. So if you check the records, Anita Merchant was complaining about what? The same thing that Niranjani Merchant complained about. She put it in her chat. I don't know. She complained, I don't know where, but if you, Veena, are you listening? Is it true? No, wait 1 minute. Is it true that Kiran Merchant was accused by the old mother of his that she was traumatized in her home because of banging of vessels? That's, I think, when his father passed away. Or a little later. Also, did she talk about getting threats for getting raped? That also coming from her son? Because that can't be Kiran uncle. Kiran uncle is fair. He also stands like a penguin. He's a very simple man. He would never talk that kind of language. Not ever. A child will know. If he had to be of a bad quality, he would have been a bad quality. He has met me in an open ground, opposite Whitefield, behind Lilama's home. I'm just, on my own board. So I'm playing in the mud over there, and I'm playing with some stray puppies have come up. So, I'm taking a stick to turn it around or what, because I'm told don't touch it. It can be with germs or what. Plus I get scared to hold it. Kiran uncle turns up over there and he says, what are you doing over here? Your mama is looking all over for you. You go back over there. She's waiting for you. So I had to drop those, whatever I was playing over there. I had to leave and go back to Lilama's home. So my interaction with him is slight, little, but whatever it is, it's a very straightforward one. If there was even little bit of something upside down, I would catch it like this. And then I would not be in favor of him from the very beginning. But that never happened. That did not ever happen. If at all, I had to tell my mom, you better be a little careful. It is only post, I think sometime 2007, 2008. I said, I don't know. But you know what? They've already been married from 1984. From 1984, suddenly in 2007-8 to say something, it's not nice. Because couples do have their upside down. So anyway, I think this is saying a lot, and this is upsetting me because my mom used to insist, they're playing the sound so loud, it feels like as if there's a disco inside the house. I say, Mama, but everything is shut, then how how you feel all these sounds are there? But this bastard has done the same thing in this house. All my windows will be shut. He'll be playing all kinds of cheap sounds around my home. He plays cheap sounds when I'm having a shower. He plays sick sounds, talks a lot of shit when I'm having a bath. वो वर्षा नहीं है. Varsha, if she had to do this kind of shit, she would have done it ages ago. She's not that kind. ये जो है कीड़ा ही है, वो नौकर जात से काम निकालता है. He has a following of the domestic help. He promises them a lot of things, all at the bottom of the pyramid, across all institutions. Wherever he goes, he stinks it up. He is very bad energy. The fact that he is connected to the girl who stopped working at my home 31st of December 2024, she and the other two girls that she brought, one of them said, हाँ uncle को बोला है, something of that sort. Almost immediately my ears pricked up. That means he had recruited the Kamwali Bai, he had found out, including the watchman's son. So he was on a recruitment drive all the way to VT. And then he has gone, I don't know where he has done, but he is responsible for it. Today he is shape-shifting for Trump. Why is there a connect to Elon's camp? I don't even know if the real Elon Musk is actually alive. I doubt it. He may even get rid of whoever is India's representative shape-shifting in Elon's camp and place his own person over there. After he destroys America, knowing fully well that Russia is being destroyed, he's coming for India. वो इसी कंट्री के लिए आ रहा है, उसका प्लान है इसी देश को डिस्ट्रॉय करने के लिए. तो you better wake up to it and smell the coffee. If you don't believe me about this, This Swarg gun is basically when they have moved into Prashanti Nilayam. That is what they have named their 2 BHK small cottage in Lunavla. My mom used to love it. Later on, the sanatorium came up. There was, I don't know, there was something else, Chandralok or something. So over there are weddings and all that happen. But they are far away. So I say, Mama, but that is like close to the highway. Your home is inside. She says, but the society ground is open, so it echoes, and it is like as if the recorder is inside my house. That time even I used to wonder. But okay, they keep going to the police, and she says, yes, the police came over here to do the decibel checking. Then he has said, he has gone over there and told them not to. But I'm saying, maybe the police was also right. No, the decibel is not that great. My mom was also right, because she's been plugged into her ear, where it is resounding from within her body. Who does that to anybody? Who does such harassment to anybody? Who does such kind of harassment to anybody? Only a very bad Atma. So that very bad Atma is Kira. He has shapeshifted into many things. You better catch him. He will not spare the grandchildren of Trump. Trump is not over there. And he will not spare anything in America. You better be very careful. America goes to the ground. Russia, you are helping to destroy. India will have nobody to help you. And he is coming with a spoke for you. You don't even know it. These people can switch on and off like a light bulb. तुमने कभी लाइट बल्ब को देखा है? लाइट बल्ब को ऑफ करूं हमारे हाथ से, तू क्या कर सकती है? लाइट बल्ब को ऑन करूं तो बोलेगी नहीं, पुट इट ऑफ, बट द बल्ब स्विचेस इन माई हैंड. What you will do? This guy is of that quality. You better be very careful. Do not trust him. He is not trustworthy, not even one iota. This is that only. I am telling you the modus operandi, how it happened. Okay? SL Swarg Gran Ni Rob In. That means he placed something within her body, and he is the OB probably. यही OB है. अब कहाँ merchant और कहाँ OB? You please tell me. The merchants are actually, they are Kachis, they are Bhatiyas, they are very Khandani family actually in their own community. They are Khandani people. They have their own ways, and it's a Khandani family. What this guy has gone and done in every place, he has just toppled everything. Whatever he touches, he topples. And it never is, it's a Midas touch, taking it to this, I don't know what his background is, but it's as if he's on a rampage to take things down to the level at which he was born. So then that is never good. And maybe speaking little Gujarati with some people, he gets away. Or Marathi with the Marathis, Gujaratis with the Gujaratis, then he gets away. They think ye hamare hi aadmi hai. But actually, he does it on purpose. No, I think you better stop him, or you will not have anything left. When it comes to the merchant household, when it comes to the Advani household, when it comes to Kingfisher, when it comes to Videocon, these places have already been depleted. Shapoorji Palanji also, whether they know it or not, it's in a big mess. Tata's, whether you know it or not, it's already in a big mess. यही ऐसे ही लोग इसके पीछे हैं. Find out the connect. It is all interconnected. Now he'll go for the Indian treasury. He has already done, he has shown you a couple of things already. If you have not understood it, Ayodhya temple, the water was already leaking. That temple must be Vastu all upside down. I am giving you full guarantee. Ayodhya story, Ram's story is not only on the back of Ram and Jatayu. It has a history which he hasn't bothered putting in over there. You should question it why. Then yes, then अफगानिस्तान के अंदर तालिबान बैठा है. ताजमहल जैसे पार्लियामेंट जो उसने पैसा दिया है बनाने के लिए, वहाँ पे तालिबान जाके बैठा है. लेकिन वो जो पार्लियामेंट था वो INR करोड़ों, पता नहीं कितने करोड़ों का कुछ दे के वहाँ पे पार्लियामेंट बना दिया उसने. They want the Taliban rule in India. So SL Swarg Granny Rob in. SL Swarg Granny Knob or Bonnie or Bonnie. SL Swarg Ran Bonnie. Rani Bonnie. So Rani also is from the film industry and Bonnie Kapoor also is from the film industry. Sridevi is their wife, his wife. Could it be SL at war? With Rani and the family she got married to, Bonnie Kapoor and AG. Could be also RG. Could be also SG. So Bonnie Kapoor lost his wife and he doesn't know how. I say it was the question of artificial intelligence or what is placed in our body to make us trip. It got me to soft somersault off my bed with no intent to. And I had no control over it. When it decides it wants to twist this thumb on its own, it's able to twist my entire hand. It can twist my leg also. Sometimes it can give an electrical shock also. Sometimes it plays sounds from under the body. It is what Elon told you about the OpenAI. It is connected to IP, the tower. This is why I am telling Mukesh Ambani and I am telling that Mr. Mittal, Sunil Mittal. You bring Starlink to India, do it at your own cost. You will not even have, I don't know what you will not have. This is not a joke. It's not even the slightest of a joke. At times I can feel whatever the device is moving from one part of my brain to another part of the brain. It presses it pretty hard. Next 2 days I'm pretty sick because I don't know if he is switching other people's egos on me. I'm not sure. Okay? These are things that I've been able to observe that this is what he's able to do. But I'm saying for somebody who is sitting in a bathtub, little under normal circumstances, I think a drink you'd be able to handle it, even a couple of them, otherwise you won't have it. But it is possible maybe in the motor skills, in case it made you drowsy or played with your neural network to make you drowsy. The cortex off, cortex on. In the case of the bathtub, when it comes to driving a car, I say it's a motor skill. Just a hit and a miss, the brake and the accelerator, and the gear, or then your road sense. It's like a momentarily lapse which can be fatal, but this is what it can do. So they keep saying there's many a slip between the cup and the lip. This is what it is. But it's got to do with your coordination of your body, controlled by something on a keyboard far away, connected through towers, IP telephony. Could be SMS also. Also, these people are confusing everything with constant talk and nonsense talk, just trying to confuse things all. You better be very careful. He is no good, no good, no good. Absolutely useless. Useless. So apparently he is at war with RG, SG and SG son AG. Rani and Bonnie Kapoor. Okay, and I don't know if he go Bonnie or what he do. I don't know. I don't know if he's connected with the Goni in any way. Guni in any way. Goni means the Guni. Or this war was run this way. The war was run this way. Giving me bad words cheaply is not quite addressing the issue. You are being booked for terrorism actually, and for having links to terrorist activities and also plans for destroying India, is what my pendulum says. I don't think it is anything to be feeling proud about. It's just plain cheap. Okay, SL ran Varis of somebody who was a Bengali. somebody who was supposed to get an inheritance, the next in line, connected with the Bengali family. I think he played foul over there also. Bong means that only. Varis Boni, I would think Bon means a small little baby. Of AG. Akhil Gupta had only one child, girl child, Prisha. We call them Bonnie baby. So when baby girls are born in our home, so we call them Bonnie babies because they're all so cute, they're so small. So in the case of Akhil Gupta, there's only one daughter, her name is Prisha. So if Akhil has something he has done for his child, then she becomes the varis. But apparently he has run that also. So the guy who came over here and rerouted the router walked onto the floor as Akhil Gupta. Sara is no more, Akhil Gupta is no more, so then I forgot about Prisha. So where is Prisha? Prisha has come over here sometime in 2021 January. After that we've not seen her. She was about 1 year, 1.5, 2 years old. Today she'd be about 6 years old. Also, if Umesh Hingorani is no more alive and Kela Shanti cannot remember anything, then who's actually running UB City? My reading is saying the staff of UB City is playing bells from under my body. Let's hope you're not doing this with the old lady, because you people are not trustworthy one bit. If at all Kira has, through whatever, connected with anything anywhere he connects, including UB City, let's hope not, then he is a very bad word of mouth. I'll just have you arrested, that's it. I'll put in a legal charge against you. You understood? No, I have no time for bullshit. I have no time for bullshit. You understood? It suddenly struck me, if Umesh is no more, then who's running UB City? Kita, if there's anybody working from Kita land over there, you'll go to jail. You understood? This guy has got a hand in messing around with RIL. वो born. SL connected with RIL connected with AG, वो born, maybe this is to do with the admission to the school, international school, changed from Jamnabai to the Ambani school, which she got a no for. So that must be the woe of the born. He was hanging around pretending to be Kira at that time. AG, I don't know what I'm not sure what his role would be. Or it may be because he was the Nag. So this guy is responsible for the mess in RIL that even RIL may not be aware of. Did he shapeshift as RA during that time? Because this guy just gets into people's egos, goes, messes around, then jumps to the next thing. It's like like a light bulb switch, on and off. I don't know what IR is, to tell you quite frankly. I don't know how it works. But if you know what it is, that's like a remote control, I think. So, born is who? Is Sharanya actually, baby Sharanya. So she won the war. Because of his drive for change, she got the brunt of it. She's no more in the body, thank God. She's already moved on. But then changing and plugging somebody else in her place at Sharan. They want to transform society at any cost. They want to cross-pollinate things to bring up their level forcefully by manipulation. How dare you call it Advait? It is not Advait. It's called stealing. Once you leave from this so-called body of trying to level things up in a particular way, तू तो नर्क जाएगा, वहां पे तू रहेगा. जब तक तेरे आत्मिक लेवल पे तुमने कमाई नहीं किया है, तो दूसरों की चीज कहां पे छीन रहा है. So you will go back to Nark and you will not get a visa for coming to Earth because you create too much of a mess over here. The ones who have to either, if times are very trying over here, then the ones with the debts will be the ones who will be born in that time to pay off the debts. If on the whole everything is very good over here, then phasing you out, keeping you in Nark, Patal, at a Atmik Roop, alive over there, without a visa to Earth, then only the higher ends will come over here. Where do you actually win? I don't understand. Unless you don't have the Atmic earning, you don't get it. If you steal it, then there's an answer for how you pay it. Either you are of common sense, so when you get a form and you come here to enjoy some and pay some, you honestly do both. Nobody can hold anything against you. But if you insist on taking things that are not yours, तुम्हारा हक का चीज है ही नहीं, तुमको इतना झूठ बोलना पड़ा है, इतना मैनिपुलेशन तुमको करना पड़ा कोई भी चीज पाने के लिए, फिर उसकी चढ़ में तुमने कितने लोगों को गुमराह करके, कितने लोगों को झूठ बोल के उनसे गलत कर्म करवाया है. On the back of what you have done, if we go back 50 years and we take it now, where have you bettered society? In every statistic, if we see that actually there's a drop when it comes to human welfare on various variables, you will be held responsible. For big talk, big terminologies, but no go. So then with people like you, what happens? You go back to a form of the Atma, the spirit. Then you go to that part of the Brahmand which you have earned. Then getting any kind of a form out of that part of the Brahman, especially if it's not a good one, where you will have to be Jeevit, alive, in that part of the Brahman as spirit. For you to get the visa to come back to earth, even as a parasite for a breather, will not be available to you. So where do you really win it? And the Atmas who come to earth, depending on the timeline, depends whether the time is to enjoy or the time is not to enjoy. Accordingly, the Atmas will be born over here. How do you win it? Other than stamping down on your future visa processing for travel to earth, what else do you actually achieve? You're quite foolish, you bloody fool, playing those bloody lift-shaft sound stupidity from that fan. You are very foolish, very uneducated. You're very uneducated, frankly. Telling you, you're really a waste of time. SL is the poison in Ravi's child's life. He's the reason for the problem in Sharanya's life. And wherever she ended up, wasn't a good place. Terrible, terrible, terrible being. I tell you, a real shit. Definitely not from our background. For sure, absolute sewer class material. Total sewer class material. Well, people like SL who are not cut out for families like ours should understand once and for all. Once you are netted back to Atma, you'll be impounded over there for the next 10 kalpas. Nark is no fun. लेकिन तुमको वीज़ा यहाँ के लिए नहीं मिलेगा. वो oath, I think there are plenty of people from the upper realms who will second it. You and all your shitty following from the streets, hired by you. You're on your way to Patal, Nark and Rasatal. Other than that, nothing else. And for 10 kalpas, you will not get a form. Back on earth, your visa is, there's no question of it. You try as much as you want, you will not get it. So I don't know if he has gone and shapeshifted for some Bori boy also at some point in time, but he will not have the requirements that are required. Bori is the Bori community, which is half Gujarati, half Muslim. So I don't know if he has actually gone and messed around there also. SL has shapeshifted for Kira, is what it is saying, and has screwed around with Akhil's setup also. If Sarah, Akhil's wife, and Akhil are no more, and there's only one little baby called Prisha, then what do you want to understand of it? Same to do with baby Tara. SL Nag wrong Rip or Ranbir. माना कि रणबीर का नाम यहाँ पे है. I didn't see that. Ranbir Kapoor. RK. His cousin sister Karina is supposed to be still alive. I'm wondering about him. For their trip that they went to that island, he and Katrina, my reading brought up something that happened over there unknown to everybody else. There were two girls there. One was exchanged for another. And there were 10 boys. The names that came up of the boys were not ISI boys, but yes, there were some Islam names. Either it was Maldives or Mauritius. Or Bora Bora. I don't know. So we have his full name over here. Now the unfortunate part is all these guys have all gone and had daughters, each one of them. AG is Akhil Gupta. The guy who walked onto this floor how? Like Akhil Gupta, but he stood like how? Kira. But Kira is shapeshifted by whom? Kira's other's name is what? SL. So Kira has shapeshifted for Anita Merchant's second husband. He has also shapeshifted for SRL. He has a hand in, if you find out ever something went wrong with Ranbir Kapoor, which I really do believe, And he's saying Akhil Gupta also. RIL also. He went to war with RG also. Not sure if Bonnie Kapoor Sridevi also is back to the source. Rani, which Rani, I don't know. Rani could be Anil Maheshwari's second wife, simply because if SL shapeshifted as Kira, then Kira is standing in for Kiran Merchant, dead Kiran Merchant, who is the second husband of my mom. In that case, her best friend Rita Maheshwari's sister-in-law is Rani, who again came from a well-off family. So did he have a hand in creating problems for her? I don't know, only she will know. Or then something to do with the Chopra household, where Rani Mukherjee got married. How did he come in? Did he ever come across Barya in any way? How did he get access to her? Or any Anne Barya? Or in India? I don't know who Nareen is, but okay. I don't know how AB comes into this. Ideally, he should have not even known AB at all. Aryan's name is also over here. I'm not surprised, but not the original. He got picked up primarily because of a purposeful problem created. But he is not ARYAN, the real son of SRK. Where's the real son of SRK? He's a wheatish colored boy. There are so many people who have died, who've not even got their last rites done. Surely not standing in my dream in that two-seater sofa, Oberoi Hotel, Hilton Trident, whatever it is, standing respectfully to the side of the sofa while his father is sitting in the middle, insisting he's the real SRK. But so thin, with two patti chappals, loose t-shirt hanging off him. insisting he is SRK. Not ARYA, the South Indian actor. He used AI primarily to mess around in some cases. He used artificial intelligence in some way. He also, well, if you take somebody else's identity, the reason you are told to be happy with your own lot and not to take the possessions of other people is because it creates a rin. Rin and a ripu. Because what is not given to you naturally, if you grab and you insist on, that's stealing. So that is rin. So if he wore the skin of Are, he wore the skin of AG. Well, the guy who came and reset the router outside my home like it's his grandpop's property, walked on this floor like AG's ego, stood over there like Kira. What the fuck was he trying to tell me? In short, he has shapeshifted for both Kiran uncle and he has shapeshifted for Akhil Gupta. That's what he was trying to say. Outside my door, who is Kiran uncle of mine? He's my mother's second husband. He's dead. Who's Akhil Gupta? Akhil Gupta is my first cousin, my father's sister's son. So this guy talks in that manner. Now he's as Trump in America. Don't play these fucking lift shaft sounds, you bloody imbecile, in my home. Don't play all those fuck all sounds in my home. This kind of crap he has done when outside my door. November 2024. Now count when Trump came into office, then count all these extra sounds. March has been noisy as hell. Because this bastard can't contain it. You're an asshole. A very uneducated arsehole. Rain is Varsha. Then the only one who went to Bahrain was whom? Bhavna. How did she come in touch with this guy? Bahrain, Bahrain, but Bahrain I know only Bhavna had gone to. So, but how did she come across him? That means his network shapeshifted for Nikhil, and through Nikhil he gets in touch with her. Otherwise, how else? Where is Aryan? You please tell me. Who goes to Manath? I don't. Who goes to Hyderabad and Arya? I don't. Neither does, according to me, none of these guys do with their own face. But if he has managed to get into those networks, how so? Obviously through his network of shapeshifters. What else? These guys are just cons, conning people, stealing and running. Ratting. You better stop it. You better catch them. I'm telling you, otherwise it's too late. Fuck the Samman. This is ratting. It's stealing. And also he's been called to have connections to the terrorist link groups. He finishes America, he finishes Russia, he's coming for India. I am telling you. If he hasn't already wronged him, he shall do it going forward. If this doesn't wake you fucks up, I don't know what's going to wake you up. Barron is Donald Trump's son. If this doesn't wake you up, I don't know what's going to wake you up. It's not a joke. He's linked with terrorism. नाम है कीड़ा. I don't know if there is an Aaron and he has a wife. Not sure. You need to find out. If there is a Ron, you need to find out him and his wife. If there was a woman who was a Marathi bai in Lunavla who used to cry a lot, then this is the guy who wronged her. He has done lots of wrong to lots of people. End of story. He has shapeshifted for Kiran Merchant. Kiran Merchant is dead. Veena, if she can't recognize that he's not her brother, then nobody can help her. Nobody can help the situation. He's got a craggy skin. He's also brown skin. How he's shapeshifting for Trump, I don't know, but he's shapeshifting for Trump. I see something in the face. He is probably shapeshifted for JAYA.ADVANI also at some point in time. I don't know. Wherever he goes, he spoils things. And wherever he goes, he recruits bottom of the pyramid with lots of big stories. He's played the same game in America that he played in. He's learned from Bombay. So all the infiltration that was illegal in America, it was done by him only, through his network with terrorism and the underworld. Now he will get the legal law keepers of America to waste their time getting rid of these guys. He will digress them completely. They are not to listen to him for anything. Or he will waste your time the way he has crippled Bombay. He will cripple you completely. Both law as well as economy. You don't want that. Once he does away with you, India has commission for Russia's fall. My pendulum says that India knows what it is doing in Russia through the 10 Putin and the 10 Putin. But because Veena is the brother of Kira, who is being shapeshifted by SL, she doesn't know it is SL and not Kiran uncle. She assumes it's her brother. When this guy wants to turn on the charm, he does it. When there's something he wants from you, he can be the most charming. The minute he gets what he wants, he can change like a light bulb. Switch on, switch off. He'll show his true colors, he won't recognize you. And he'll take what he wants. Maximum what he wants is from India, because he's terrorism connected. We don't know if this guy, because he was born in poverty, if he agreed to have his brain chipped, where his brain signals are controlled by somebody else. For Trump, we got that it was something to do with Cyrus Mistry, but that is only an empty CPU. The motherboard, which is the brain, is controlled by somebody else. So like I was saying, if I decide I want to switch this light off, the plug is not over there, the switch is behind me. So I switch it off, the light will go. What can the light do on its own? The light is on only up to the time that I decide the light is on. What can the light do? Am I even around the light? Come, let's just show it to you. Just so you understand what I'm trying to tell you, if you just apply it to the brain. I'm not seen near the light. I'm somewhere else. The light is on, but I want the light off. What can this light do? What can the light do? Anybody over there in that light, what can they do? I switched it off. Now I want it on. You don't want it on, but I want it on. What can you do? Now I want it off. You want it on, but what can you do? So the brain signal is something like that. Switch on, switch off, where his brain signal is directed to do something and it is in the hands of somebody else who controls the whole thing. They are terrorists. It is possible her easy crying is because of AI fitted into her, and so she doesn't know why she's so cranky all the time. It is because of SL. Whether she knew him as SRL or whether she knew him as uncle or whether she knew him as papa. It's the work of AI which makes you cry and cranky so easily for no rhyme or reason. That's the ass who's behind it. Now, I don't know if this has happened to AB also. That will be really sad if this chap has done this to him also. I don't know if he's become more easily prone to being emotional. Maybe somebody from West Bengal also. Maybe somebody's grandmother too. You should be easy to tears. It is this idiot who is responsible for it, connected with artificial intelligence. Well, you can understand if you are like too emotional, what will happen? You won't be able to take clear cut decisions. Your brain will become foggy, and your ability to take decisions, or you'll be feeling depressed, or you'll be feeling suppressed, or you'll be feeling disillusioned. You don't want that. It's okay to be sad and to cry it out if there's something genuine and once in a while. But if you're easy to tears all the time, or you're feeling emotional all the time, or you're feeling depressed all the time, then that's a problem. In this case, apparently it is easy to tears or easy to feeling like crying, so that actually clouds your thinking. Because of this guy, this one. I don't know why is there anyone who's called Bagri who knew SL in any way? I knew one Amit Bagri in college. It's not possible. He's a big businessman's son. वो क्यों काम करेगा ऐसे? He's from a very big background. So why he will work in? Anyway, whatever it is, perhaps he has gone and chipped people, and then that's very dangerous. Because when he wants to trigger off feelings in you, which actually your own brain logically would shush it probably because it doesn't make sense. Or rather, it is nonsensical. But what he does is, if he has managed to jab you in some way, and then he's got you on a pool, फिर वो irrational feelings तुम्हारे अंदर create करेगा brain signal से. Whoever's controlling that pool of data. You're aware this can be lodged in many ways. The jabbing is a prick. Needle, sui. I'm not sure if it can also be intake. Well, threads in meat can also be it. They've got their own ways. It is genuinely terrorism. Not here to make a hoo-ha about things, but it is genuinely, according to my understanding, looking at the situation, it is terrorism. So you see chicken and little thread in it suddenly, but that thread, I think, gets coded with something. Now, determining the source of the sound is also a problem, because it can be a thread with some kind of coding in a thread. It could be a gel and a solution. It could be in the washing detergent. It could be in the hand soap. It could be in the shower gel. It could be an internal device. It could be something to the glasses. It could be something genuinely inside the body. It could be at a distance. You should be able to identify what's what. So anyway, I don't know where he has come across Bagri. And then any Annie, in case of there is any Annie. Is it Annie or Ami? Or Reena, maybe? I don't know who Reena is, but in case there is a Reena, could be a Nina Masi. Along with Ramesh Advani. Along with AB, maybe. Bara is my mom, number 12. Bara is also Kailash auntie. So this is why I just said, if Umesh Hingorani is no more, and Kailash auntie, who's also number 12, I checked with the pendulum where she genuinely can't remember. But is she the real Kailash auntie? I got yes. Was she cortexed off and removed? I got yes. On the back of it, shapeshifters went there? I got yes. After all the damage was done, did the shapeshifters leave and did she get plugged back into UB City? I got yes. So if that is the case, then how is UB City running? Who's looking after it? She's the other 12. My mom is no more in the body, but she's the first 12. Nena is the real Kiran merchant's actual sister. She had passed away. She's no more in the body. She used to stay in Dadar with her husband. She was the most educated amongst them all. I don't know if he planted her with something in the rib, or it had something to do with law and the bar. The Ba is the grandmother, and they are Gujaratis. Nena's own mother. So this guy has shapeshifted, robbed the merchant household quite a bit. Except he's not the real Kiran merchant. He has done all this shapeshifting as Kira, who has shapeshifted as Kiran merchant but is not Kiran merchant. The real sister's name is Veena, but do you see her name is not properly spelled, because I really did get it many times that her, something connected with her is in the lab. maybe Aarthi Nantur, or maybe Nikhil Advani. Veena is Veena. But this is Wina. So anyway, when I'm telling you this is guy, why don't you round up whoever you find with these identities? Why don't you round them up? What's the fun on the back of it? What are you waiting for? I'm telling you, he's shape-shifting Estrom. He will not spare that place. Most important, I think you should find out in whose hands is that keyboard. It is in Europe somewhere. These guys do what the brain signal that is sent to them. The one holding the keyboard is in Norway. Okay, I'm going to close this now over here. It's about 9 in the night. So I'll shut this now. It's 9 right now, so I'll shut it right now. I'd like to tell the donkey over here who's playing sounds like he is doing some carpentry work from this place. At 9 in the night, nobody does carpentry work, you imbecile. You're a very uneducated piece of shit. Keep the crap to the minimum. Okay, so I'm going to close this over here and leave it for now.